Okay, so this next quiz that you can see, it's a big one. 20 minutes to do it, and we've got 220 answers to get. Now, we have for 20 teams who are in the Premier League in the 2010-11 season, and what we have to do is name the 11s, so for players who made the most appearances that season for that team. So that's 7 years ago now. And we'll just to clarify for rules, 11's drawn for most appearances per season. If necessary, duplicate goalkeepers have been removed. So I think we should let's aim for half of them, because you've got teams like Blackpool who, in the solitary season of the Premier League, there's going to be some players that weren't as memorable, and same with teams like Birmingham and the West Ham team that went down that season. And Wigan and Wolves, they didn't have many memorable players from what I remember. So let's aim for 110, and let's start now. So with Arsenal, around that time, I would imagine it was Chesney who was in goal. Koscielny, he's been there quite a while. And was Mertesacker there back then? Maybe not, or he just didn't play much that season. Abue or Sanya. Sanya is there. Jack Wilshere, he is there. Aaron Ramsey, maybe he was on the bench more or had his injuries. Cazorla's not there either. Up front, Giroud came after then, I think, didn't he? Was Adebayor there then, or was he at Manchester City at that point? Theo Walcott, he's not there. So already for Arsenal, we've got two defenders there. We've got a midfielder. Cesc Fabregas, oh yeah, he was there then. I was thinking he was at Barcelona in 2010-11. Maybe that was his last season at Arsenal before he left for them. So we've got Cesc Fabregas there. Bakary Sagna. Squillaci. I can't remember when he joined, but he didn't play that much anyway. So left back, Monreal, he joined after. Gael Clichy. Kieran Gibbs maybe. Okay, let's move on to Aston Villa. Shay Given, or Brad Guzan, or Brad Friedel. He is there. Ron Vlaar. Richards was after them, wasn't he? So was Lescott. Up front, Agbon Lahore and John Carew, already left by that point. Petrov was there. Gareth Barry, no, he must have joined Manchester City by then. Ashley Young and Luke Young, 2 for 1. Nicky Shorey, no, he wasn't playing for Villa. Not Rio Coker. Oh yeah, Rio Coker's there as well. Great. James Milner, no. Stuart Downing, yes. So we're getting a lot more for Aston Villa. Now in defence, not Melberg, he'd long left by then. Martin Larsson, Baumer. Okay, let's. Carlos Cuella, no. Birmingham City, Joe Hart, no, he's at Manchester City. Mike Taylor, no, but we've got Matthew Taylor. Birmingham, would Forsell have been there? That was a bit late for him, I think. Cameron Jerome, he was there, and they were relegated this season. They just for the season before, they come around 9th or 10th in the Premier League, and they suffered from the inevitable second season syndrome. So David Dunn, he was at Blackburn. Birmingham City, Roger Johnson and Glenn Johnson for Liverpool. Birmingham City, we tried Taylor. Let's come back to them. Blackburn Rovers, Paul Robinson. Yakubu, no. Benny McCarthy, no. Roque Santa Cruz, no. Pedersen, Morten Gamps Pedersen, he was a good player back in his day. Tugay had retired by then. Defence, Chris Samba, he's there. And let's move on to Blackpool. They had DJ Campbell, Charlie Adam, Kingson in goal, Ian Evert, Ormerod. No, he was more a substitute, I think. Jason Puncheon. No, I had a feeling he did play for Blackpool though. Okay, let's go down to some bigger teams. Liverpool, Pepe Reina, Glenn Johnson, Jamie Carragher. Oh, Carr. Stephen Carr was still playing then. Who for though? For Birmingham City. Ah, they had Lee Boyer as well. That's it. Okay, Liverpool. Torres, Gerrard, Mascherano, Alonso, Lucas. He is there. Glenn Johnson, Stephen Warnock maybe, or no, he was at Villa. Paul Konchesky. He was Liverpool. That was for disastrous season under Roy Hodgson. So who else was playing then? Dirk Kuyt, Ryan Babel, Konchesky, Johnson. Who was in for centre? Carragher and Agger or Skirtle. There we go. So Lucas, Gerrard, Kuyt. The other two midfielders. Risa, no. Let's come back to them. Chelsea, Petr Cech, John Terry, Alex, or what was his name? Bosingwa. Not Bosingwa. Belletti. Not him either. Shevchenko, Drogba, and Anelka. They got off to a really good start, Chelsea, that season, and then they just tailed off. I remember they lost 3-0 at home to Sunderland. Was Ballack still there, or Dzeko? Mikel, Lampard. I don't think Hazard was there then, no. Oscar, maybe Ramirez. So Ramirez, Mikel, Lampard. Two more midfielders. Raul Meireles. Maybe not. Everton will have had Tim Howard. Leon Osman. Striker up front for Everton. Lukaku. Not Lukaku. I was going to type in Duncan Ferguson. Phil Jagielka. John Stones, a bit before his time. Leighton Baines. Ashley Cole there. Coleman, same as Coleman there. Tony Hibbert. Not there. Let's go down to Manchester United. I should get all of these. Edwin van der Sar. This was when Manchester United won the league title with 80 points. Raphael, Brown, Vidic, Evra, Evans, Ferdinand, Giggs, Scholes, not Scholes, Carrick, Anderson, Nani, Rooney, Berbatov. Was Hernandez there then? No, he wasn't. So we've got one more defender, right back for Manchester United, Valencia. So we've got Vidic, Ferdinand, Evra, and someone else. John O'Shea it'll be. And in midfield, Nani, Carrick, Giggs, and would it be Darren Fletcher? It is, and we've got Stephen Fletcher for Wolves. Manchester City, for season before they won the first ever Premier League title. We've had Vincent Kompany, Sergio Aguero, no, not Aguero, Dzeko. Is Joey Barton still there? No, he wasn't still there, long gone. Wright Phillips. Nope. Central midfield, Yaya Toure and Kolo Toure there. Right, Lescott, not Lescott. Striker for Manchester City before Aguero came in. Tevez. Midfielders, David Silva. Let's come back to the rest of them. And Let's go for Tottenham. Hugo Lloris. Friedel. Who else? Aurelio Gomez. Jermaine Defoe. No. Robbie Keane. Nope. Tottenham strikers. Gareth Bale will have been there then. Luka Modric. Adebayor. No, we tried him before, didn't we? Modric, Bale, Vertonghen. Sure, Luka. Not Walker or Rose. I think Rose played for Sunderland last season, maybe. Welbeck, I think he played for Sunderland. On loan. Tottenham. Ledley King, no. Jonathan Woodgate, no. It's a difficult one, this. Let's move on to West Brom. Ben Foster. He was at Birmingham, was he? Yeah. Maybe My Hill at West Brom, no. Dean Kiley, no. West Brom, Jacob Muamba for Bolton, Malumbu. Yosef Malumbu, Odem Wingy. And West Ham United, won't be Adrian, maybe Jaskalainen unless he was at Bolton. West Ham, Robert Green. In defence, James Collins, no. Danny Collins for Stoke though. Reed's not there either. Midfield, Mark Noble, Kevin Nolan, he was at Newcastle. Andy Carroll. West Ham, two more strikers, Carlton Cole, Dean Ashton, no, not Marlon Harewood. Wigan, Ali Al-Habsi, Emerson Tone, nope. Gary Caldwell, Rod Ilaga, Moses, McCarthy, MacArthur, McLean. A lot of these players are going in for Wigan. Wolves, Hennessy. They stayed up this season. Midfielders for Wolves, not Carl Henry. Yes, Carl Henry. Defence, not Johnson. Who was in for Wolves' defence? Christoph Berra. I'm struggling with others. Sunderland, Craig Gordon. Nope. Sorensen. Maybe Manone. Darren Bent. Got Stephen Fletcher for Wolves. Sunderland. Or even Stoke. Peter Crouch. He was for Tottenham. What was that guy's name? Pav Lyachenko. Yes, he was there at Tottenham. Stoke, Ricardo Fuller. Not Charlie Adam. Rory Delap. Glenn Whelan. Ryan Shawcross. Who's in midfield with Rory Delap? Everington. Matt Jarvis for Wolves. Newcastle, Tim Krul. Colaccini. Lascelles, I don't think he was there back then. No. Anita. Strikers for Newcastle. Craig Bellamy. No. Strikers for Newcastle. Amiobi. Lualua. Midfield. Overton. It's got 103 out of 100 out of 220. We've got none for Fulham yet. Fulham. Hangeland. Schwarzer. Zat Knight. Oh, he was at Bolton. Bolton, Kevin Davis will have been there, and Simon Davis for Fulham. Damien Duff. Kieran Richardson. Oh, he was at Sunderland as a striker. That's strange. So Fulham, we've got 4 players now. Liverpool, Maxi Rodriguez, and another midfielder there. Maybe a left midfielder, Albert Riera. It's not Babel. Bolton, Paul Robinson, Zat Knight, Jaidi. After Campo's time, Hunt, Gardner. Gardner's somewhere else. In the middle, Taylor, Muamba. Midfield, Nolan had long left. Giannakopoulos. No, it doesn't look like he is there. Elmander. Johan Elmander. Now we should get a few more for Arsenal. Striker, at least. Van Persie has got to be. But in midfield there with Cesc Fabregas, Jack Wilshere, Thomas Rosicky, Hleb, Song. We've got another one in there. Alexandra Song. Later went on to play for West Ham. Got a surprising number of Aston Villa players here as well. But can we get rest? Who was partnering James Collins in defence? Who was captain? Stilian Petrov, I think, was captain. So if you had Stuart Downing on the left, Rio Coca and Petrov in the middle, who would have been on the right for Aston Villa? That's the question. Birmingham, Cameron Jerome, Martin, no. Into middle for Birmingham City. Not Naismith. There's a guy who played in the middle. He used to play for Everton, I'm sure. I just can't think of his name. Possibly played for Rangers as well. Barry Ferguson. And he didn't play for Everton, but I think that's who I was thinking of. Blackburn, we should get more of these. The season before they were relegated. I'm sure it's not Yakubu up front, yeah. Andy Johnson, are you not there somewhere? Or Smith, Alan Smith. Blackpool. That's a tricky one. Fulham, striker for Fulham, Clint Dempsey. Who's a more midfield, so who was up front for them? Ruiz? No. Only got one more for Liverpool to get. Someone who may not be there now. Wouldn't be Jordan Henderson back then. No, but he was at Sunderland. Jordan Henderson. Coutinho? No. Everton, not Duncan Ferguson, way before, after his time. Billy Aletdinov. He isn't there. Leon Osman is the only midfielder we've got. Jack Rodwell. He's not there either. Davis for Fulham, no. Bolton, Manchester City. We should get more of these. Not Micah Richards. So we've got Company and Torre in the middle. Kolarov. And at the other side, Zabaleta. There we go. So we've got Carlos Tevez up front, and we've got in midfield Yaya Torre, who's going to be in the middle with Gareth Barry. Silva maybe off to the left and Milner to the right. So probably another central midfielder. Yaya Torre. Just coming back to Chelsea, Andre Schürrle, no. De Bruyne didn't really play much, did he? I can't think of players who have played Who's partnered Chelsea at the middle? Gary Cahill. He was for Bolton, and Tim Cahill for Everton up front. Arteta as well. I always have them as like a little double act, Cahill and Arteta. I've got 123, not bad, a minute left. Manchester City. Newcastle should be getting more of their players, I think. The first season back, Leon Best. No, I remember him scoring a hat-trick as well. They beat Villa as 6-0 as well. Who scored in that game? Kevin Nolan, did he get a hat-trick? Matt Phillips, will he be anywhere? No. Stoke City in goal. Begovic. You forget how long he actually played there. Mignolet for Sunderland as well. West Brom should be getting their kit. Scott Carson. So we got all for goalkeepers. We have. Tottenham, we should get at least one of their defenders. Going to be kicking us up. Michael Dawson. William Gallas, Akoto, Hutton, Van der Vaart, Lennon, yeah. Wouldn't have got Jarrett or Tamas, Olsen, yes, Shana, Morrison, Brunt, Jerome Thomas. Out of West Ham had a decent squad as well then. Of course, Scott Parker, was he player of the year? Wigan, yeah, I remember some of these names. Not Kahuri. Not as many for Wolves. Kevin Doyle, of course. Jan, he had a brilliant season at Sunderland, and then he left to, was it the Chinese League or the Egyptian League or something? Never heard of again. Mel Brank, yeah, he was a good player. El Mohammadi. Catamol, Bramble, Onuoa. Forgot he played for Sunderland. Bardsley. Kenwyn Jones, of course. Gutierrez, Lovenkrands. Danny Simpson, Williamson. Nigel de Jong, yes, I forgot about him. Ivanovic, Essien Malouda, Phil Neville, new women's manager, Fellaini. Yeah, there's a lot for Blackpool there that I didn't get. Phil Jones for Blackburn, that's weird seeing his name there for Blackburn. Raul Moriles. I spelt it wrong. Anyway. Richard Donald, Brighton, Juru, Arshavin, Nasri, yeah, so 127 out of 220, 58%, not bad. Let me know how you did. Let me know if there's any players there that surprises you, and I'll see you again soon.